Hey, welcome to Zzzzz Lessons for Live channel. My name is Xander Villain. Today we're going to be covering Born to be Wild by Steppenwolf. Great song for beginners. We're going to do this in two parts. The first part is going to be for you intermediate players. That just shows you the basic chords and the structure of the song. The second part is going to be for you beginners. And it'll cover how to play all the chords, where to play them on the neck, little intricacies and stuff like that. To jump ahead of that section, go down in the description area below. Click on the time code that says beginner's lesson and it'll jump ahead in the video. Let's get right into this. Hey, welcome to the intermediate section of Born to be Wild by Steppenwolf. This is pretty easy for you intermediate players. It's going to be a E, second octave, all strings. Not that, but this. And then at one point in the song, it's going to give you that. Right? And then you got a G, a A, or you can play it here. I like just going up since I'm already barring right there. Bar G. And then you go down to a D here as well. But you could do an open D too, like that if you wanted. You could do the E and the D. I like doing this. Born to be wild. Way it's basically played is, and then at that point you're gonna just go ahead and take your bar chord, your power chord, out of the 7th fret of your 5th string. The E, the second octave E, you can actually hit the 6th string in there if you want, and then you're just gonna, right? Old blues pattern right there. Your motor running. And that is just basically, I'm just mute chunking out of A and the two E's, the E on the 5th and the 6th string, muting it with my palm. You could do that. You can, like, instead of just hitting the power chord, the top 3 strings, go ahead when you come in right before you do that. So you're chunking on the low. Go ahead and hit the 1 and 2 open as well. Some people have been playing it like this, I think. I watched online and I saw a guy. So you're getting this note in there, which is your 9th fret of your G string, the 3rd string. And it sounds pretty cool. I don't know if that's how they're doing it, but hey, it sounded cool. Go for it, you know. To each their own. I like kind of just doing the same 2 notes. It just gives it more of a high end doing the thinner strings, right? This note sounds like it's being covered by the Hammond keyboard in there. And it sounds like the guitar is just doing the basic bar chord. And then down here, you got your G. Take the world in a love embrace, right? That's on the first one. I think on the second one, they go to a second octave. Up here. Might have that pinky in there too. So, play around with that. It sounds like the first one they're low, the second one they're high. And then when it comes into the, like a true nature's child, I'll show you that in just a second here. The little lead pieces that are in there. And they flip those around too. So they're never, it does it twice, I think, maybe 3 times, and it changes each time slightly. Like they start in the middle, then they go high, and then they go low, and then the next one they start low, and then they go to the middle, and then they go high or something. I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to it because I'm just going to do it my own way anyhow. That's our purpose here, Lessons for Live. Learn the song, then make it your own. So do it any way you want. With this part, though, it's like, born to be wild. Born to be wild. Sounds like during the lead it just stays in that E and it does a lot of upstroking on the higher end notes. Or you could do it this way. If you want to, once again, add that note in there. Once again, it's just the keyboard for the first one though. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. And that's just going from an E to a D on a bar chord. That's what I was saying. You could do the lower one on that one. So you could do the born to be wild. And go to that open D. Born to be wild. But I like doing it up here. Born to be wild. Now for the leads, it's basically out of the E pentatonic minor scale. So you just have... And just down in that range, if you're wondering where that is, that's going to be on your 9th fret and your 7th fret of your 3rd string and the 9th fret of the 4th string. And then you just move up the pentatonic scale a little bit to go to the 10th fret and the 8th fret and the 9th fret. 10th and 8th on your 2nd string and 9th on your 3rd string. And then this one, it could be here, or which is the 7th and 5th fret of your 4th string, and then the 7th fret of your 5th string, or the 2nd fret and open fret on your 3rd string and the 2nd fret on your 4th string. And then at the end, it just climbs up. It's like, and I think it ends right there, which is basically climbing up on your E string. You know, you could start here. 12th, 15th, 17th, and ending on the 19th. That's kind of the very final thing. That sounds like they might be doing it on a slide. So that's it. Let's go ahead and move on to the beginner section. Hey, yo, welcome to the beginner section of Born to be Wild. Let's get into the chords that we're going to be playing in this. I'm going to start with an E, which is your basic major E down here. If you wanted to play it down here, I don't think I ever hit it down here when I play it, but that's going to be your E there. You've got a G barred, which is on the 3rd fret of your 6th string. A barred, which is on the 5th fret of your 6th string, based out of that at least. That's your root note. You could also do the A here. I don't, though. You might do a D here, but I'm recommending you do a D on your barred as well. This is a rock song, straight up rock song. A lot of barred chords on a straight up rock song. And then you got your E up here, your 2nd octave, which is basically the barred and leaving the bottom 2 strings open. And you could play it this way too, adding a G sharp on your 2nd string, which is your 9th fret, to your barred. I like doing it this way. These 2 notes are these 2 notes. Same 2 notes, you're just kind of doubling them up. By playing the thinner strings, the 1 and 2, it gives you a little bit higher of a sound. I think the sound that people go for when they're playing it this way is actually being achieved by the Hammond keyboard and the actual guitar is staying with a straight E. Like that. So let's talk about the playing real quick. And I usually get into strumming later, but I'll kind of do it real quick here. So let's start with how to play all these chords. Pretty simple. So you can use the same positioning pattern with your fingers on all the chords the way I do it. This chord, the 2nd octave E, is achieved by doing the open E string, your 6th string, putting your index finger on the 7th fret of your 5th string, your ring finger on the 9th fret of your 4th string, your pinky on the 9th fret of your 3rd string, and then leaving your bottom 2 strings, 1 and 2, open. These are the same notes. So you got a double going on there. You play them all open, making sure that your fingers aren't buzzing, touching any of the other strings, so you got to kind of come straight in. There it is right there. The next one is if you want to do it down here, you can. It's your simple E major chord. That's going to be your open 6th string, just like on the other one. But this time you're going to put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of your 5th string. You're going to put your pinky finger on the 2nd fret of your 4th string. You're going to put your middle finger on the 1st fret of your 3rd string. And again, you're going to play your 1 and 2 strings open. That gives you the E major. Next chord is you're going to do the same pattern you did here, but you're going to do it starting on the 6th string, and you're going to go to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and this is your G. You're going to do index finger on the 3rd fret of your 6th string, ring finger on the 5th fret of your 5th string, pinky on the 5th fret of your 4th string. That's it. Don't hit the other strings, just keep these 3 strings, top 3, 6, 5, and 4. To get the A, you're just moving it up 2 frets. Same exact thing. 5th fret, 7th fret, 7th fret. 5th fret with your index, 7th fret on your 5th string with your ring, 7th fret on your 4th string with your pinky. There's your A. If you want to do it on the open position, just because it's more comfortable for some reason, you should get used to this if you're brand new anyways. It's going to be open A, open 5th string, 2nd fret of your 4th and 2nd fret of your 3rd, barred with your index finger only. They'll teach you to do it this way or this way. Don't do that. Just go ahead and bar it, because then you got your other fingers free to move around. Then you've got your D. Same thing you were doing here, but you just drop it a string. So you're on your 5th string, not playing your 6th string this time. You only want to play the 6th string when you're in your E, because it's an E. For the D, you want to mute this string and make sure you don't hit it. You're going to go the D note off your 5th string, which is your 5th fret. Then you're going to go to the 7th fret of your 4th string with your ring finger, and the 7th fret of your 3rd string with your pinky, and that's your D. That's all your basic chords, and during the lesson I'm going to show you how to do a 2nd octave G and a 2nd octave A as well, while encapsulating some of the 1st octave A by adding a note, the low note right there. So let's go ahead and talk about picking patterns real quick before we actually get into the song, because it's a lot about picking patterns with this in particular song. So it's basically down, up, ba-do-do. And then it's down. Down, 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 down. Up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. Down, up. That's the way I'm doing it. Down, up. I didn't show you this yet, but when you're doing this E 2nd octave, when you get to that part, you know the part I'm talking about. That's the blues thing that you might have learned off one of my other videos or off some other videos. It's the same thing up here, but it's a harder reach now for you new guys. You're only going to do the 5th and 4th string when you get to that part. You can do that or this during the actual... But you really want to clean it up, so you're going to go to the 5th and 4th string, which is your 7th and 9th fret, index and ring, right? Just like I showed you. But now you're going to take your pinky and you're going to take it from the 9th fret up to the 11th fret and 12th fret on your 4th string, keeping your index finger on that E note, the 7th fret of your 5th string, and that doesn't move. I would say eliminating the 6th string in there as well. So it's nice and clean. So let's go over that real slow once real quick. Ready? Down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, up, up, down, 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 down. Right? But you want to hit both strings. I'll just show you the one string mainly. So it's clean. Mind you, I'm muting slightly with this hand. Very slightly. You don't have to. It's a rock song. It can raunch out if you want. I just kind of naturally mute a lot of stuff, and I slide it back and forth quite a bit. Depends on where I'm at, and I do it unconsciously. Because after you do it for a while, you just don't even pay attention, you know? So, down, up, down, 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 down. So in between, this is all downstrokes. It's a chunk where you're muting the strings with your palm. I like smoking lightning, heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind. You could do it that way. You could do it just on the E. And then when it comes to the two hits right before you do the, you just, right there, just. If I was recording this in the studio, that's what I would do with the main guitar, just to keep it super clean and not muddy it up. But for live, I usually do something like this. Heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind. Kind of muddy it up a little bit. And then the next section, it goes, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. You could play a lot in there, or you could play a little. You just do A, G, yeah, to the A, to the E. So you could go, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. G, A, E. So 6th string G, 6th string A, 5th string E, 2nd octave. I like smoking lightning. Here's how I would do it live. It's like, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a loving. I'm doing some upstrokes, like those last two upstrokes that. I'm doing those last two. So it's, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Yeah. And I'm kind of doing it down. I'm putting in there, I'm not hitting any actual notes. It's kind of like a chunk, down, up. Lift your fingers up so you're not holding the key down anymore, and then just go down, up. So basically it's like, I'll take it slow here. Down, up, down, down, up. Down, up. So basically that's how that part goes. The next part is that true nature's child part. What you're doing is like a true nature's child. We was born to be wild. That's your G. We could fly. That's your A again. Back to your G. And back to your E. So once again, it's the 2nd octave E. I would go to the 2nd octave E at the end as well. So it's like a true nature's child. We was born to be wild. That's the G, just like you were just doing. A, G, E. And then it goes into the born to be wild part, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's do those two parts together slow. We're going to start in that G with the, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world with a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. like a true nature's child. We was born to be wild. We can climb so high, never wanna die. Now it's just keyboards. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. And that's going from an E to a D on your 5th string. 7th fret, bar chord, 5th fret bar chord. First one is done by the keyboards only, so it's born to be wild. Down to the D, back up to the E. Born to be wild. And then back into the pattern. Now that's the lead, and I think it just stays right there the whole time. Picking pattern's a little different on that. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. And you can mix it up on that one. That's where you can go to this if you're not doing that. So you go down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Remember I showed you earlier, instead of doing open bottom strings, you can add that note. Then you don't do the bottom string. You don't do the 5th. You just add that. I think this was a G sharp, right? You just add that in the mix. So it's down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. That's just having some fun. But let's talk about that picking pattern again. It's down, up, down, up, down. That would be one pass. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. See, I put that little pause before I go to that last up, down. So it's down with a pause, up, down, up, pause, up, pause, up, down. Now, if you notice, I'm still chunking. But what I'm doing is I'm lifting my fingers up and muting it. So it gives a in between each hit. So it gives a little percussion in there, a little percussiveness to it. That's what you're doing during the lead. Okay, now I'm going to show you a trick. Before I show you that little lead thing I was going to show you, let me show you a trick. I think on the second time they do the like a true nature's child. The first time is we were born to be wild. We could climb so high. Never wanted. That's 3rd fret G. Back to E. So this is your 2nd octave of G. It's G and a D and a G. Make a G barred chord. Here's your 2nd octave G. Here's your D. You can go to a 2nd octave D just like you did the G. On your 3rd string, 9th fret, right? Or 7th fret. So there's your 2nd octave G. 1st octave, 2nd octave. Same with your A. 1st octave, 2nd octave. We've talked about this in other songs because then you can hit your open. So what you could do for the second one is keep it real clean. Like a true nature's child. We were born to be wild. We could climb so high, never wanna die, right? But it sounds like they're adding a pinky in there. What it is when you're doing a 2nd octave G, adding the pinky. You've got your 5th fret of your 4th string with your index finger. your 7th fret of your 3rd string with your ring finger, and your 8th fret of your 2nd string, your B string, with your pinky. And that creates a 2nd octave G. Move it up to, just like you did down here, right? You move it up to here, move it up to, and there's your A. But to keep it simple, if you're brand new, I would just try this one. This is a really fun one to do. You could do this all the way up the neck. 2nd octaves of your power chords. This is the that's your main octave for that. You could do it here too. But you're born to be wild, right? It's the same notes, 1 octave up. So what you're doing is you're starting on your 9th fret of your 3rd string, going to the 7th, going to the 6th, and doing a little pluck and flam back to the 7th. Index, middle, index. Pluck, 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 pluck. It's only 1 pluck for 3 hits. You're doing a hammer on and a pull off. You're kind of pulling it a little bit. Just give it a little pull. So 9th fret, 3rd string, 7th fret, 3rd string, 6th fret with a hammer, back to the 7th to the 9th. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Hey, so that's it. I hope you guys got something out of this lesson, and if you did, please hit like and subscribe. That'll help our channel grow. To check out another video, go ahead and click this link right down here. To check out our channel, see all our videos, go ahead and click that link over there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.